Hey guys, gonna record the first round of the Low Elo Legends number 19, the Swiss phases. First round, there are bans on the map. Map is Dry Arabia, so I did have Mongols banned. We ended up playing a French mirror. Um, I'm not very good at French. Still trying to figure them out, so it'll be kind of an interesting game to watch. We have six on um, food right now, and a second scout coming out. Um, he scouted down to the south. We're starting to drop a house now. We're gonna run past each other here. Um, and getting a seventh villager or an eighth villager onto food, and then we'll transition to gold. He's up to eight villagers. So his I don't know if it's his unit production was a little smoother or okay, he went one scout versus we went two scouts. So in terms of vision, we're gonna get that side of the map a little bit before him, and there's that back corner. So yeah, we're definitely securing, I guess, more vision than he is, and probably a little bit more sheep. Kind of unlucky here. There's no sheep along the side here. We do pick up a bunch down here though, and you can see that he has started collecting his gold a little sooner than us too. He's got 7 on food. He's dropping a mill pretty early. So interesting to see a little bit of variations in this French building. He's got 12 eco, and he's ended up collecting 7 sheep here, so it's a pretty good amount. He's got 8 on food and 4 on gold. And we have picked up 11 sheep, and we're also 8 food, 4 gold. He's at 9 food now. So in terms of resources, you can see he's a little bit ahead of us for the age of time for sure. We're dropping a lumber camp, and he is maintaining 6 on food while he taps up with 4 villagers. Scouting the rest of the map. We've almost finished scouting the whole map. Um, so we're aging up about 20 seconds past him, and we're also transitioning villagers onto wood. He kept one more villager on food, it looked like, than I did. So up to now, we both have really similar builds. My woodline's pretty close as his. He's going back on the food, so he's going 2 on the wood. I think I'll go 4 up to wood. He's collecting more food now. So that's actually probably pretty important little detail. Also a little bit of a mess up. Almost get right up time on the TC there. But as you can see now, he is he's got 3 on wood and he's got 7 on food. So I think that's kind of a pretty big key. So I'm going up to 5 to wood. So this early extra wood that I'm collecting is pretty much me to my detriment, and I definitely should have maxed out around 4 or 3. And then I pull my villagers from. So this is a big mistake. I pull my food villagers to build a house, so I don't get housed, instead of pulling one of my wood villagers. Especially since I only had 4 villagers on food, that's a really big mistake. You can see here he's aged up. He immediately is cute knights. He's got 9 on food. He rotates these villagers from his school of cavalry into food. So I guess that's one big difference. We do get a tower up. I think that's kind of part of the reason us kind of getting all these villages going there. But it's at the cost of a standing army. So definitely a mistake on my part, not going for more villages on food. And we'll drop another tower here on our wood. Let's just reveal map all so we can see a little bit more what's happening. He's got his knight and he's bringing it around. He's going to flank. He's going to hit us here. Um, we do see this knight and react a little bit late, but we don't lose him, which is nice. At this point, we should have gotten the textiles upgrade. Probably wouldn't have hurt. We have dropped our mill. We haven't gotten our upgrade, our wheelbarrow upgrade, so that's kind of a big mistake. Key, on the other hand, does have a wheelbarrow upgrade. He's also dropped a barracks, and he's going to start making spearmen. So we don't lose a villager yet, and his knight is taking some damage. 100% we should just drop the wall here. Okay, there we go. We're starting to drop the wall, but I should have pulled these villagers. So we lose the villager, and his knight survives with 7 HP. So turns out not to be worth it, though. It was nice with a little bit of harass. We don't get this tower up on the stone early up in time, which kind of sucks because we could have rotated to start a boon for a second TC. And we still don't have a knight out, so we're just 7 minutes in the game. We don't have a knight out. We have the resources for it 100%, and now we're finally getting our knight production going. So that's definitely a big mistake on our part. He's got spearmen protecting his gold for raids, which is a smart move. He's got his wood line, and we just cancel production here. And it looks like we're gonna be able to take out this one knight. So yeah, we take out these 2 knights, which is a good thing. We were definitely, I mean, we got 2 military, and he's got 7 military. So he's got 1 knight, 1 scout. He's got a couple of spearmen here, and okay, he's got 4 spearmen. So in terms of military, getting that those couple kills on those knights definitely kind of equalized it for us. But dropping barracks to surplus a spearmen. We should have dropped an archery range. I think an archery range would have been a lot better. Knights with archers. He is now collecting a ton of stones. So he's doing a better job with his eco than we are. We do lose 1 villager. We don't see his body, but we do lose 1 villager. Again, textile upgrades would have been pretty big here, and really making these knight harasses a lot more ineffective. That 1 knight too, we definitely could have sent our knight after him. I think we're gonna go raid. No, okay, no raid. So again, we're floating a ton of gold. Floating, in terms of resources, we're floating a lot more than he is, and he's dropping a second TC. So he gets a second timing a lot better than us. He's getting his villagers to micro these deer down. So he's doing a good job. He raids us over here. Doesn't really affect us too bad, and we're gonna pick up this stone. So yeah, a little bit of issues with the early game, collecting too much wood. Could have gotten knights out earlier. Now we've got a knight out. We do have a scout over here who's kind of watching. We see he's got a horseman. He's got a couple knights. We do see an archer coming out, and he gets spearmen. So he's doing a good job getting his military infrastructure up. He's got 2 ranges up. So he's definitely in a little bit in a much better spot than I am right now. He attacks our scout here. We do notice the second TC, and we're going to come back and raid it with a knight here shortly. Eco-wise, we've almost got enough for our stone. Still chasing our scout over here, one horseman, one knight. And while he was doing that, we were able to kill a few of his villagers here. It takes him a while to realize it. We're at 28 eco, and he's at... So somewhere along the line, my food definitely got messed up, and I was not getting constant villager production. Even though we're just massacring tons of villagers here. So we got him down to 36. I don't know, we probably killed around 4 or 5 villagers here. So we kind of reduced the difference between us pretty good. And again, we're just floating tons of resources. We got tons of wood, stone, so we got enough for a second TC here shortly, but we could have been building a much bigger standing army. If we had archers here, we could have been building archers throughout this whole time. So we never could have had an archer mass to contest all this a while ago. Hauled off his west side, which is a good move. And we tried to raid here, and we're not able to get anybody. We have more than enough. We have too much stone now. So again, kind of mismanagement of resources. You can tell in terms of resources, we've got nearly 600, 500, 800 more resources, 900 more resources just floating around that could be invested in units. And he's kind of heavy on wood, which he probably wants to be because he probably wants to ram push us here. Got 11 villagers. Our knight, let's just see. Our scouts over here. So our knight must have died on one of the pushes. We do see his army here. We see five spearmen, 5 archers, and we've got 12 military. So we got 5 spearmen here, 4 spearmen here. We were sending our knight all the way around and about, trying to find an angle to raid, and no luck. And he's got a really nice mass here now. He's got 17 units, and we can castle wage. We could have built a second TC a long time ago. So again, just kind of a lot of mistakes here. We lose that villager to that one horseman. This knight has seen that this is completely walled off, and he's gonna push us here. We're gonna garrison here, and he's just gonna drop. I'm sure he's gonna drop some rams, and he's got another army coming up here, another 11 units with 16. So he's got 27. Yeah, 27. They're going up the old hall. Again, we got 600 stone. I mean, I guess if he had just kept the stone and gone for a fortress, it might not have been a bad play. But we weren't really going for that. I was getting enough to do a TC and just didn't do it. Thinking enough about what I was going to do with the French play. He does chop through here, and we're able to kind of raid his villagers, but we're not able to kill anybody, and we can't get out because the tree's blocking us in and the spearmen. So there's a knight here, and so just a little bit of harass, and he does have textiles, so that's kind of the big one big factor that definitely helps. And yeah, he's got this nice army, and I felt kind of comfy in our base here, but now that we've aged up, he's just going to see that as a cue to kind of press us. He's walling off this side of the map, picked up our scout. He's got another big army here, and we can just tell villager count wise, we've got 36, he's got 54. So huge villager difference. Again, at this point we could have dropped a keep. We 100% could have dropped a keep, which might not have been a bad idea. A keep would have definitely stopped this army from pushing us. A keep could have secured our 3 landmarks right here pretty well. Um, and yeah, he just reaches a good critical mass point where these towers aren't going to hold up. Well, if we had fortifies, outposts, this probably would have gone a little bit better. But I can't say how much better it would have gone. And we have to garrison these guys. Spearmen are going up against archers, so at this point the match is 100% over. Definitely not going good. So yeah, it's some kind of mistakes in the early transition from Dark Age to Feudal in terms of resource collection to get those knights out instantly. They're collecting gold here in the guild hall, and all of a sudden I realize I have all these resources, and I dropped the second TC, but way late over here. So um, and now we're chilling with 750 stone bank for no reason, and 550 wood, and he's getting, he's banking up resources now just to age up. Or at least he was. Looks like he just went into unit production. Yeah, he just went to heavy unit production. He could have aged up behind this. So banking these resources, not utilizing them, not getting that second TC out in a timely manner. Just I think mostly it's because I'm trying to learn a new civ while I play, which is kind of a bad idea. So um, yeah, well played by Ida Rosa. A lot of mistakes on my part, but he does a really good job of getting that second TC, expanding, committing to a second push, walling off his resources on this side, and keeping a nice mass here to push and committing to this push. Once once the TC goes down, it's 100% over. We're trying to get stables up again because there's so many archers here. We're trying to get stables up, but honestly, there's no food production. We've got 30 villagers still, so 100% over. We'll speed up till we GG. Yeah, I think I put my villagers back here. Because it is a tournament match, I will try to hold out to the last, but I'm not going to do hold over there. Building up all this infrastructure in the back, using those floated resources, so definitely a bunch of mistakes there. So that was the first round of the Swiss matches, and so we were 0-1. And this was the I'm a little bit confused because it should have been 4 matches. This is saying I went against Salami 1 in a custom. It's kind of weird. Pretty sure not. Okay, so we had this match, and then it's just should have been 5 matches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I don't know what that is. That's an extra match? I don't know. Because the Swiss rounds was we played 4 matches and then we had a 5th match because there's some tiebreakers that I had to get through. And this is with the improved Observer UI. Let me check something real quick. I'm just gonna leave it on idle here real quick. I don't know if this was a low, if this was an actual match on Low Elo Legends or not. Bracket 3. Standings. Let's see. Kaker. Quarfelberg. Rise of Patience. So first match was Kaker. Okay. Rosa was Red Bull. Okay, I see what's happening. So, took me a little bit to figure it out. So that first match, that French mirror was actually the Red Bull Wololo tournament against Ida Rosa. That tournament is one and done. So we lost in the first round and we were out. Then afterwards we had the Low Elo Legends match. Our first match was against a player called Kaker. For whatever reason, it's saying Salami won. Salami won, but he's not Salami. His thing was Kaker, and in game it was Kaker too. So I don't know why it's saying Salami won. So for whatever reason, that's how it is. It does have the improved observer UI, which was kind of nice. It was Mongols versus French. Dry Arabia. We got a nice spawn here by gold right next to wood. We just drop our Gur here. We have the Uvu going, and Salami is starting age up 11 seconds after they could first afford to. Incan starting age up 3 seconds after they first could afford to. This is really cool. I like this. This improved observer UI. It's kind of cool how it shows the wasted time there. He's going up with School of Cavalry. We got the town center. He's got a back gold, front wood. Stone is over here to the side as well, so it does have exposed resources. Yes, and what is cool about this is we can see up here at the top, he's got 16 vills, we've got 14 vills, and we have 4 on food, 4 on wood, 3 on gold, 4 tapping up on our whatchamacallit, our landmark, and he has 5 on food, 6 on 3 on wood, 5 on wood, 3 on gold. So kind of cool that we can kind of see it up there. He's building another house, still aging up here, and I wish we could see. I don't know how to change. Okay, selected player only. So we've scouted this part of the map, and he's got 1 scout. So he's done a pretty good job of scouting as well. Okay, let's do that. We'll just reveal map all. And it looks like we are going to finish our age up a little bit before him. And he's floating a little bit. He's got 200 gold and 200 and a little extra wood. We've got 200 gold and 200 wood. So we're going to drop our range. Searching that up. And we are rallying villagers still on wood at this point. He reaches feudal age 12 seconds after me. I do like that little update. It's kind of cool. Going straight onto stone production here, 5 on stone. So he's definitely looking, and that's why he was floating so much wood, is because he's going to go for a fast second TC. Are getting our archers or Mangadai out. Where's the unit production? See, I'm kind of confused. So it's showing that he's building a knight. Oh, there's our Mangadai. Is that the Mangadai production? I wonder what shows unit production. Okay, so Mangada are out. It doesn't show unit production. It just shows, or maybe it's over here on the side. So we're getting wheelbarrow. Um, he has not gotten a mill up, so he isn't getting wheelbarrow up. I think that's part of the sacrifice that he's done for his second TC time. And we are coming over with a couple Mangadai. And we're going to bump into his knight. And our Khan here scouted out his villagers on stone. And she was going to drop a TC up here. So we were able to kind of deny that with these Mangadai, which is really big because he was banking resources for doing that. And now he's going to drop his TC. It looks like he's getting ready to drop it right now. Okay, so he drops it close, so nice and safe. We're able to garrison our villagers here, and we'll take out this first Royal Knight. So pretty big in stopping that first aggression. He does have another knight out here chilling, and we have 4 Mangadai. The other 2 are meeting to catch up. We do have 9 villagers on wood, so we're going to stop there. Building a couple, 2 more pastures, looking for a total of 3 pastures. Repositioning the deer stones so we could put that pasture there. We do have a blacksmith up. It's not training anything though. Wheelbarrow has come through, and we're coming up here to check out his gold and the stone. We hadn't spotted this the second TC yet. I don't think we'll come around this backside. I think we'll spot it here shortly. 2 more Mangadai coming in, and yeah, so we spot the second TC now. So we know he's gone with the safe second TC. We don't have to kind of go around hunting looking for it anymore. And we're just kind of aggroing this Royal Knight. We don't know that he is off of gold right now, and he's super heavy on wood right now. He's got 19, 20 villagers on wood. So it looks like a little bit of an overcommitment to wood. It might be because he wants to get out ranges and maybe possibly switch to farm here soon and get a bunch of archers out. So there's a gold intensive unit. We are sending a villager up here by this deer, just in case he collects deer. So we wanted to build a tower up there for vision. We will switch to our vision so you can kind of see. And we're kind of checking out the back of his gold over here. We do see the scout, so we're able to take out the scout, I think. Kill the scout. And building, we're getting our upgrade from the blacksmith air defense. We're also getting a horseman upgrade. We built a stable, dropping a second stable, and 2 more Mangadai coming out. So we have a pretty solid military force. You can tell that we've got almost 50% more military than him. We've spotted the 2 ranges. We see a couple of foot archers, so we know we have to be a little bit careful in terms of diving here. And we do see a villager coming out to build a tower. So we're going to take advantage of that to kind of slow that down and kill him. You can tell he's trying to get a little bit of a crawl going across the map with that. And he's still super heavy on wood. He's got 22 villagers on wood, which is a lot. So we're able to pick off another villager. We do see these archers coming up. He's got 8 of them, so we're going to fall back. He's got 3 more military units. I wonder where. He's got 11 archers. But he says he's got a couple more military units. So let's go to... So I don't want to say Salami because it's the player I was playing against is Caker. So he's got 1 knight over there. So yeah, I don't know, but he says he does. So we dropped another. We dropped this tower here. We're dropping another one down here. We are rallying our horseman mass up here and dropping another tower. We are kind of looking to start aging up to now. We know he's getting a lot of archers out. We have a decent mass Mangadai here, kind of harassing. And we do see these archers coming up. They're kind of pushing up. So pushing back with our horseman mass. He is attacking our outpost, but we do have the Mangadai on the way to take out that knight, and we're able to kind of push back those archers. Behind this, we are picking up the axe upgrade, the wood gather, double rod axe. Just run by, kill that knight real quick, and I meant to finish this and shift click this, so kind of a little bit of a mistake. I definitely want to get this tower up first, but it's okay. So just keeping our manga kind of patrolling to see where we can for raids and stuff, and we can see he's throwing up walls now. So he's got a wall on the backside, and he tries to wall in this stone here. Gets a little bit funky. Loses a villager. And he's got to pull those villagers. He's gonna lose another villager here. He's trying to produce food there on the farms. We see his archers, so we're gonna send in our horsemen to raid this outpost. And we're kind of trapped back here. Kind of knew it, so we're just gonna try to do as much damage as we can, and we're just gonna run by. We're not gonna engage them too much. We got ourselves pinned about as much as we could, and we're just trying to escape now. We are able to get out of there with 5, and we're starting to age up 10 seconds after we could afford to. So that's cool. I like that little update. It's a nice little reminder. This improved observer UI is really cool. I am enjoying it. Definitely a better way to cast. So we're aging up the castle behind this aggression, which is really good because he's at 40 villagers and we're at 38. So if you think about it, double TC French, and we have nearly comparable villager counts because we've been able to harass his eco, and he hasn't been able to crank out a ton of villagers. We are starting to get the improved ability upgrade, and we've got a decent cavalry mass here with 9 guys, and we have another tower up. If we go to our vision here, we see him trying to finish this wall up, and we're going to just keep picking off these villagers, and we're just gonna pull through. We end up losing a little bit more Mangadai than I would have liked. We're able to take out a few more villagers, so we're gonna come out and reset, and we're gonna kind of raid with these horsemen. These horsemen should have been raiding before this. While those Mangadai were running up and through, it's a little bit of a mistake on my part. And his archer mass is down here in front, so he's in a good spot to deal down. But I set it on fire, and then we're just pulled back. And behind this now we've aged up, so it's a pretty big deal. We're getting our veteran Mangadai, we're getting arrow slits upgrades, and building a stable up here. I don't know where my villager went. Oh, we went to drop down that uvu because we were out of uvu production. So dropping that, we're going to finish that. So we have the Kurultai here, so we're going to start healing our units. Probably could have pulled these horsemen a little bit further in to the radius to get proper healing. And we're just rallying villagers onto food here. We do have 7 on gold. Dropping a prayer tent now. 8 on wood, 9 on food, or 9 on wood, 8, 9 on wood. Once that finishes on the prayer tent, we'll pull them back over. And we have 27 on food right now, and 8 pastures. So he finished this wall, but didn't finish fully building it, which is a little bit of a mistake. I think it probably would have been good too to build this wall over and up a little bit. He's got a ton of wood right now, floating, so it's definitely. I guess he's gonna start transitioning into farms here shortly. So, we have 1 knight in the mix, and we have 14 horsemen pushing up. We have 3 stables, and we're getting a second archery range. Mangadai are up to veteran, so that's a pretty good deal. And you can see from our vision, we have pretty good vision of almost his entire base here. We have at least the whole front side pretty well scattered out with towers, and we're going to come around the back and just start raiding that gate, hoping to pull his military back. and we're gonna come in with these manga die. We knew that this wood line was up along the wall here, so we had kind of some hope that he had chopped through. Started back here, and we're gonna start raiding here, and he just GG's before we started really getting into it. The match was pretty much over, um, but well played. It says it's salami. It was not salami. It was caker. So kind of a weird little bug there. Um, but yeah, so that was supposed to be two matches of the um, Low Elo Legends, but it turned out being one of the Red Bulls, and then the first round of the Swiss phase of the Low Elo Legends. I'll try to record the other matches and upload them here shortly. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next videos.